3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the glorious House of Gains podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. What's up, everybody? Robert Frank, Glorious House of Gains podcast, 1 year anniversary show. Today is Wednesday, March 20th, 2019. And I am at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because we have a leaf in the middle of the table. To my right, we have the most aesthetic creature in the crew, Jimmy Triceps.
Confess your love to Triceps, and he will never let you down, you sons of bitches.
To his right, we have the host of This Week in Sports, our Pody, which stands for Producer of the Year, for those of you who don't know. I see Pody like P-O-D-Y, but no, it's P-O-T-Y. Hey, Bird Anthony, what's up, Ant? To his right, we have filling in for 5 minutes of tonight's stream. We figured that we were supposed to have a huge guest on today. Scheduling conflict didn't happen, but we have a minor guest for a couple minutes. MBJ in the house. Hi, MBJ.
Hi, Mr. Frank.
Yay, MBJ.
Yeah. And to her right, we have the staple. He's thick in the midsection. Don't let him bang your daughter or she'll need a C-section. Jacked man with the permanent tan. Ray Worldwide. What's up, Ray?
Man, it's our 1 year, 52 episodes anniversary. Everybody in the building, let's get it, let's go! Ha!
You goddamn right. And I will be popping in the live stream on YouTube to check out, to hang out with you bros in just a moment. But you know what we like to do each and every episode. We have a stacked show today. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of things to talk about. So I'm only going to read a couple feedbacks from iTunes. All 5 stars, of course. We have 5-star review from our man Zach Laviere. Says, this show is the only thing that gets me through a work day. Love you guys. Thank you, Zach. This is one I couldn't wait to read. This is from On My 116 Joe W. He says, 5-star review, by the way, I'm not gay. My girlfriend told me that I listened to the podcast more than I listened to her. Okay. I proceeded to call her chatty with a flatty. Later that night, we broke up. I'm not even mad. So sorry about that, On My Way 116 Joe W, but I bet you could bang some other chicks easily.
Yo, my man's a savage.
This one is the best. Yeah, okay. Kevin A, 5 stars. Best motivation for me. I used to be... Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Kevin A, we read you last week. That was my bad. Damn, where's the one that I wanted to read about Ray's sister? What? Anyways, yeah, we said there was... Ray, you remember that. Someone in the Pody's going to pull it up. It was probably one of the funniest ones ever. I think Joey Baggs was getting trolled in the 5-star review. I think
he wanted to.
I think I was here
Jamie,
for that one.
He wanted to get Jamie's.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Joey. It was Jamie. Okay, so this sorry, I don't know what that was. Zuckel's father says, "Bunch of bros banging hoes." 5 stars. Just a great podcast. Can I have Jamie Flowers' number or Ray's sister? So that was, I thought, pretty funny. So, Ray, your sister has she's like this mythical creature or feature or whatever you call her, character that's on this show. We got to get her on as a guest, I think.
She'll be in Jersey soon.
Okay, maybe we'll have her on. So, Beard So Strong, our good bro, he hit me up with a text a little while ago saying, "What the fuck is up with the live stream?" And but now I'm going to pop onto it now, right before we start, just to say what's up to everybody. So,
speaking of Beard So Strong.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got? What do you do? He text you something? Oh, nice little super chat. Okay, super chats. Here we go. I'm in the live stream, guys. We got over 100 people in the live stream right now. Everybody, pike the fucking like button. If you are Walking Dead fans, you know what the fuck pike means, right? You know what's coming up this week. Smash that like button. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Super chat. Jason Hicks. 1 year. Let's go. Thank you so much. $6.15. I love that. This one's coming in from DeAndre Hoyos. Says, where's Joey? Joey Bag of Donuts is in the building. He is here.
Currently sitting on my couch.
He's sitting on the couch. He's doing work. He's on the casting couch. He's finishing up some emails, but he will be on shortly. And okay, so all the super chats are addressed. MBJ, I told you, I said, babe, just get ready for a couple of minutes just so we can have you on the show.
Yes.
The people want to see you. You were one of our first guests, even though you're really not a guest. But can you believe this is our 52nd episode? We've been doing this for an entire year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We
when I
moved
think about it.
from...
I know. I
right?
remember when all the equipment was on the table in the old place at
Yeah.
Barrett, and I was just like,
Yeah, for those of you, we didn't do the live streams then, but our podcast setup lived on our dining room table, so we can never eat.
yeah,
To take all this shit down every time we do a
those-
podcast, it was bad.
those tables. What are they that you pull out and put in front of the couch because we couldn't eat on the living room table?
So
Yeah.
that means that you guys have been roommates for almost a year.
Yeah, we no, well, she
No,
Yes.
I mean, less than a year.
Official roommates.
less than a year. We actually
June will be
moved
a
in
year.
together June 27th.
Yeah.
All right, we have a couple more super chats that piled in, but MBJ, we're not done with you yet. Michael Tanza says, took 2 shredded AF and 2 hard AF. Game over. Wow.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's
Wild boy.
that's a wild boy right there, Michael. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Sean Darson leaves a super chat. He says, everyone donate to help Jimmy learn how to read. Damn.
Glasses, man. They're killing me.
Hold
bro.
on. You know how many DMs I keep getting about Jimmy being able to read, bro? Shit had to be dying.
I don't. What is the deal with that? Was there ever a joke? Did he read something wrong one day or something?
He just looks like he can't read.
Oh shit! Damn.
It is what it is, man.
All right, MBJ, we're getting to you in 1 second, but my man, Mr. Muscle Stash, Jared Sloan, we met. Remember when we were at? Well, Ray, you weren't there, but Jimmy, you will remember when we were in Ohio and we were on our 20th drink, and the bro came up with the glorious mustache.
Yeah.
Jared leaves us a super chat. He says, "From Mr. Muscle Stash to you, I still owe you some bourbon at the Arnold next year."
He was the Jason Hull lookalike.
Yeah, definitely resemble Jason. Yeah, but he's got a little better mustache than Jason.
Oh, yeah.
That mustache is the shit. Zach Lavier says, Jimmy, can you talk about your military career? Well, that's up to you. We could, but I just want to get MBJ on her way. So let's put that on hold just for 1 second. Yeah, the super chats are not stopping right now. I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to get to them in a second. MBJ,
Yeah.
1 year anniversary. We've been married for what, 6 months maybe? Come on.
Almost 6 months.
Okay, almost 6 months.
Yeah.
And
Half a year. Right?
yeah, people always want to know, and this is one of the common questions I get all the time, is how does your wife deal with your
Antics.
internet persona and antics and all that? Mr., all I care about is my next set, get my noodle wet, I'm going to fuck your mom, I'm going to bang your sister, big booty hose, this and that. Does that bother you or?
No, so actually a lot of people ask me that too. I think the major thing is that we were dating before everything kind of got started.
Right.
So we kind of already had our foundation and our trust and everything that was in our relationship, and then you started social media. Where I think that other people who are on social media have a hard time finding somebody because they don't have that trust and foundation in the relationship.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't believe that you do the things that you say.
And
And I joke with him all the time because he'll say it in the kitchen and then he's like, what'd you think about that video? And I'm like, there's my husband, the apple of my eye, talking about other girls.
Yeah. It's.
But
I
I
do
think
people
that
at work
plays a
give you
major
shit? Are they like, yo, how are you married to that guy?
No, but other people who are on, I'll get DMs a lot, and that's one, from other people who have a lot of followers, and they'll ask, are there challenges in the relationship? And
Yeah. You've
And I
told
mean,
me
I
about
don't
that.
really answer people just because I'm private, but whenever I'm out anywhere, that is one of the major questions is how do you make that work? He's always busy. He's going to bed 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you know that, I asked actually a bro came up to us last night, me and Joey last night at the gym, and me and Joey were having a conversation out loud. I don't know if he overheard it or not, but I feel like he might have been not eavesdropping on the convo, but I know he pulled his earphones out at one point and we were really close, and we were just talking about how is it refreshing to people to know that I'm not always the car rage guy. sometimes I feel like people always want me to be him, and it's a letdown when I'm not him. And then other people, I feel like, wow, it's good that he could do other things. Like, he's not always that guy. It's refreshing to know you're not that scumbag meathead all the time. Even though he's funny, he's got the one-liners, catchphrases, this, that, and the other. But so I just asked him straight up because I really thought that he was listening to our conversation. I was like, let me ask you something, bro. Now that you're talking to me and I'm speaking like a normal human being, is that refreshing? Like, are you cool with that? Or do you wish I was always that guy? He goes, no. I love the fact that you could play different, like, things. He goes, that's awesome. Not a lot of people could do that.
Yeah,
some people get it, some people don't.
Exactly.
I think it's preference. Some people will always like certain videos. And one more thing.
Go ahead.
About your comment. I think that a major part for us, too, is that I'm not big on social media. So I work all day. I don't really check my phone. So, yeah, I see your videos.
If I text her, let me tell you something.
No
matter
depends
what.
on when you text
the second I text her,
Bro,
the
you
3
wake
dots
up
are
at
popping
12
up already.
o'clock. Okay, listen.
She talks
He
about
wakes up
how
at 12
fucking
o'clock
busy
when I'm
she
on
is all
lunch
day.
break. I'm going to lunch and he's on break and he's like, he's just waking up. He's like, you're always on your phone. It's not true. You just wake up when I have my lunch break.
We have a couple of super chats I want to get to before we let you go, MBJ. Tom Dawson leaves a super chat. He says, what day are you at Body Power? I am at Body Power all 3 days, I believe, right? Right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be at the A1, I believe it's called the A1 Supplements booth, but I'll give you guys more details once I know. They're a new vendor out in the UK who is now carrying Steel, so I'm like Steel's representative, and we will be there all 3 days. Our man Zach G, what's up, Zach? He says, congrats, bros, and Jimmy can read.
Thanks, Zach.
There you go. Oakley Keach leaves a $5 super chat, and he just says, nice. Oh, nice. I guess nice for 1 year. Thank you, bro.
Best super chat coming up right here.
Okay. Michael Tanza, Jimmy reads and CCs. 3 CCs at a time, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, that's pretty good. That's good. All right, a couple more, and then we will get on with the show. Daniel Burnison, and I expected this tonight, guys. I even told Ray about 10 minutes before we went live. I was like, I could see the bros, just because it's the 1 year, and like, people like to show their support, and they want to get. The super chats are gonna be crazy today, so we will be getting to all of them. I appreciate you guys.
We're getting a super chat so we can chip in for Jimmy's tutoring lessons.
Daniel Burnison says the most aesthetic creature in the crew. Skateboard Q abandoned the bros and left the group chats and blocked us. Tell Q to stop being a chump. Okay, Q, stop being a chump and unblock the bros. So thank you, sir. Sean Darson says thoughts on bro science. Now, bro science as in Dom Mazzetti or bro science as in the term like bro science. So let's clarify that. Okay, so super chats are done. MBJ, since we're going to let you go, but I just want to say thank you for, putting up with all our bullshit every Wednesday night. Yeah, MBJ, for those of you who don't know, normally goes to bed about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And even though we are in the basement, we're in the glorious House of Gains podcast studio, we're always making noise until about 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's mostly Jimmy.
Mostly Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. I remember when Guy was on the show. Guy was super loud.
Yes.
Guy was like,
very loud. But I remember when I woke up and I watched the stories, I heard Jimmy and I was like, it was him who woke me up.
Yeah.
I texted Rob. No, it's okay.
So, no, babe, thank you so much for putting up with our shit. And before we let you go, hold on. We can't leave a show without doing an MBJ trivia.
No.
Does anybody have any MBJ trivia? Okay. Damn, I just had one in my head too, and now you know what? Let's just think of one right off the top of my head. LeBron James. Okay, I don't know why I thought of him. Maybe because you guys are watching basketball, college basketball. He used to
give something away.
No, he was never a college star, right?
Right from high school.
Oh, he came straight from high school. Okay, so MBJ, LeBron James. LeBron James is A, football player. B, baseball player. C, basketball player.
You just
gave it away. Basketball player. You said because it's on TV.
God damn it.
Redo.
All right,
that was
Should we be giving you trivia?
Ray, give me something else.
MBJ.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
There was a gentleman that just got whacked in Staten Island last week. Was he part of A, the Chinese Mafia, the B, the Polish Mafia, or C, the Italian Mafia?
It was in Staten Island.
Roger.
The Italian Mafia.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow,
ding,
that's
ding.
right.
Good job,
Yeah, there ain't
MJ.
no whatever the other one you were saying. Staten Island.
There's probably Asian.
And FYI, in case you didn't know, I was born in Staten Island.
Roger that. That's why I brought
Gotcha.
it up.
Necro Shroud leaves. I
I
love
good?
these.
Is
yes.
Joey Bags
Thank
on?
you, baby.
MJ.
We'll bring Joey Bags on the show right
Bye.
now. Bye. All right, Necro Shroud, $6.15 super chat says, "Sucks I missed you guys at the Arnold. Much love to the Swole Patrol. Cheers from Chicago." Thank you, Necro. W Raber 717. What's up, W Raber? He says, "Congrats, bros. 100 episodes. It's actually only 52 episodes because it's the 1 year anniversary. But we will be doing 100 episodes, and I'm going to save that super chat for the 100th episode. So thank you, W Raber." ZIA says, "Congrats on making it this far with the whole crew. Been here since the first day you released the podcast, and it got me through some hard times. Keep it up, bros." Thank you, brother. Enrique Salmerson says, "Nothing. He just leaves a $1 donation. Thank you."
All right, Enrique.
He leaves another one too, another $1 donation. Thank you so
you,
much.
Coming, Enrique.
Exactly. Jacob Allison, my dude, straight up, toxic masculinity shirt got me laid last weekend. You goddamn right, man. Hell fucking yeah.
Yo, Rob, I think you should get some royalties on that one.
Yeah, man. You should pass them off to me, Jacob Allison. Is Jacob Allison and Jake Allison from Twitter the same? Because I recognize that name. For those of you listening to the playback or listening on the podcast apps, and you're wondering what I'm reading donations to the channel that are through the YouTube live stream right now. So just bear with us, and we'll get to the show in one moment. Jason Chidester leaves a $5 donation. No comment, but thank you for the $5 dono to the channel. Appreciate it. Okay, so we are getting Joey Bag of Donuts camera set up.
Yeah, buddy.
And first things first, while we're getting all set up here, let me tell you guys a little story about what happened to me today on Twitter. But before that, let's read this quick super chat. Mike Shepard. "Thought Rob had glitter on his chest, but it's just sweat. LOL." Yes, I'm sweating like
Are
a
you
whore in
really?
church right now.
It's funny he mentioned that because I'm sitting here and I'm laughing because I peeped it from across the table.
Bro.
I'm like, why is he? Is,
So let
is
me-
that beer drip? Or
No.
is it sweat?
So let me tell you guys something.
Seems like you're fired up.
Yeah. Well, not only am I fired up and I'm excited about the episode, but I'm taking a new supplement, and it's holy shit, is it making me sweat? Let me say that again. Holy shit, is it making me sweat? I am nonstop dripping
Drip,
from the
drip.
moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. So. Oh boy. Okay. Super chats. Guys, you're killing us right now. No, we appreciate it. Noah Souter, what's up, big dog? He said, "What's up, my dudes? As an anniversary special, can I get Jamie Flowers' number or Ray's sister?" No, was that you that left that? Is that you that left that 5-star review on iTunes? Ray
My
will
little
DM you.
sister's number is 91. I'll get back
Ray
to you.
will DM you. D Almeida says, "Out of NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, who's your favorite member and why?" Ooh, probably.
You know what's
Justin.
funny?
There was
I
a song
I
about this
literally
the other
was just on the way here. I don't know what radio station it was, but they were like, and here's a new song by the Backstreet Boys." I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Backstreet Boys are making music again?
I did hear something like that. I think the Spice Girls are reuniting too, but I don't know if they're making new music or they're just doing like their old shit.
Man, get the bag.
So I don't.
They're trying to make some money, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, NSYNC wasn't NSYNC?
God, I am sweating so bad.
What was Justin Timberlake in?
NSYNC.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we go with JT, man.
Yeah, JT's that dude, man. Crosswhite276, what's up, brother? He said, "Gold Fang gear is tight, Ray. Congrats on the 1 year mark. Don't sing it, bring it." All right, Crosswhite, I see you.
Matter of fact, that gold fang coming to you soon.
Jacob Allison leaves a super chat. Jake Allison downloaded the Twitter just for this.
Yeah, buddy.
Appreciate you, bro. So, Joey Bag of Donuts is on screen right now, so let's do a proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the butcher, the baker, the donut maker, Joey Bag of Donuts. What's up, Joe?
Another one.
Yeah, so yesterday, actually, a couple days in a row now, me and Joey have been at the gym killing it. He's doing some 2-a-days. We'll get into that in a moment. But we did one of our usual. See, Monday night we trained at the One Gym Zoo in Bridgewater, which is the new gym that I go to. Absolute oasis. Joey can co-sign for that. There's nothing like it. Tonight I got there at about 7 o'clock. Bro, I've never gotten there that early. Holy shit. It's unbelievable. As soon as I walked in, there was this chick that I saw from a mile away. She was a little on the pale side, which I'm really not into. I'm really not into pale chicks, but she had like this goth look, and she had like long black hair, beautiful face, thin waist, and an ass that you could see from the front. And it like skinny ankles, like I could see her ankles from like her pants that she wears, and the donk was ridiculous. So I nicknamed her Count Donkula because she definitely had that gothic vibe going on. But let me tell you something. At this gym, the girls wear nothing. They have like their sports bras with their tits hanging out, like just basically down to the nipple. And they have like their stretch pants on or yoga pants, whatever the fuck you call them. And their asses hanging out. So I don't want to hear girls out there like, oh, guys stare at me at the gym. They do this, they do that. Don't dress like a fucking whore. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But, you know, like, don't put yourself on display.
Yo, can I jump in on that real quick?
Go ahead.
We might just call this my pet peeve, although I did have another pet peeve. But,
go ahead, you can do both.
Dude, where do I start with this? I get what you're saying, right, about the way they dress, yada, yada, yada. But let me ask you guys all a question.
Right.
Because I might sound like a little bit of a hypocrite, but you hear me out.
Okay.
It's one thing for all of us to, you know, if we're at the gym, somebody attractive walks in, I'm sure one of us is going to nudge the other one, yo, right? That's normal stuff, right? But can we all agree that even say you're by yourself and you want to go talk to that female, we've kind of had this conversation with Baddie a little bit.
Yeah.
If the girl is not interested, or she gives you the cold shoulder, or you get the vibe of, you know, kind of leave me alone, I'm here to work out, this ain't a Tinder, you know, spot, you know, to leave the poor girl alone, right? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, leave her alone. Don't go up and fucking bother her, but I'll stare the fuck out of her.
Yeah, but
in between sets,
dude,
get my test up a little bit.
There's this one freaking joker at my gym.
Okay.
That's been harassing a few females in there.
Okay.
Just nonstop, constantly talking. The joker don't even work out. He walks around the gym, just talks to all the girls, blah 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 blah. So, man, we had to kick this guy out the gym the other day, man.
Damn. Who's we?
That's aggressive.
You and like the staff, or they had to kick
something
him?
like that.
Okay.
But
Jimmy, bounce the motherfuckers out there.
Here's the thing, man. I just watching that from afar, like I said, it kind of just ties into what you're saying. Just because a girl is wearing something like that doesn't give you the right to go over there and just start fucking.
Don't you know Rob has a 1950s mentality with pretty much everything? Women can dress however they want. That doesn't mean you can just rape them. I mean,
I never said rape them. I just said
You're saying
listen, if you're going to go to the gym like you're about to fucking swing on a pole, I'm going to fucking look at you. And so is every other straight male.
Yeah, but I don't think no female has any issues with that. They know that's coming. They
have
an issue with what Jimmy's talking about.
That's fine, but then don't go on your social media or do a story saying, "Oh my God, this guy at the gym would not stop staring at me."
Do you know someone who's done that?
Yeah, I know plenty of chicks that do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do shit for attention, and then when they get the attention, if it's not from the people that they want, it's from everybody but the person they want the attention from, they start bitching about it. Like it's a fucking women's right, what is that, Me Too, or whatever the fuck they do these days.
Yeah, because I'm in agreement, like Jimmy just said, wear whatever you want. I prefer you wear less.
Yeah.
But that doesn't then give you the right to go over there and just like harass the shit out of them.
If you're going to put yourself on display, prepared to get looked at. The reason I wear hoodies in the gym, and I'm usually, most of the time, covered head to toe, I don't want to be sized up. I don't want motherfuckers looking at me. I like to stay covered up. Thou shalt not bear arms in the gym. Even though I have been wearing t-shirts a little bit more often lately. I'm not a big fan of it, but I ordered, oh my God, because we had to do this photo shoot yesterday. I ordered about 6 hoodies off of Amazon. I went to this store in the mall, which is like the most ghetto store in the world. It's called Against All Odds. Have you ever been to Against All Odds? There's nothing in that store over $12.99. Everything is fucking dirt cheap. They have. I saw
It used to be different.
I walked in the back and it's like, they're playing like hip hop music and like all the girls are like these little like 14-year-old or maybe not 14, but like 16, 17-year-old Spanish chicks with the huge hoop earrings walking around with the fucking penciled in, markered eyebrows and, can I help you? Like just totally ghetto. Can I help you? I'm like, yeah. Could I try this on
tonight? Yo?
See, here's it. Oh, bro, I'm on one right now.
Hi, it's 1950. My name is Rob.
Oh, stop it. Two quick super chats. DJ Jacob Remsburg. What's up, Jacob? $6.15. Thank you, bro. DJ Khaled, get Jimmy some hooked on phonics.
Let me real quick while we're talking about that.
Hold on. Can I finish my Against All Odds story? Sure. Okay. So
keep it into 2019 if you can, please.
All right, Sean Darson leaves another super chat. Jimmy is the GOAT, and thoughts on Dom Mazzetti. Okay, so Dom Mazzetti. My thoughts on him is...
Thanks, Sean, by the way.
Longevity, definitely there. One thing that Dom rarely does is break character. Dom Mazzetti is always Dom Mazzetti, unless he's doing a podcast or he's doing an interview, or very rarely on like... I know he started like a side YouTube channel where he's doing like his own thing, like where he's Mike Tornabene and not Dom Mazzetti. But for years, motherfucker never broke character. And I think that's why he was so successful, which is what had me second guessing. It's like, yo, do people always want to see me like that? Or do people like the difference, the whatever the word I'm looking for. Okay, so Against All Odds. So anyways, I bought a bunch of hoodies from there too. And I have about 12 new hoodies, and they all fit like shit. So this photo shoot never happened the way that we wanted it to. So we will go back to the drawing board and start again. Go ahead, Joe. What did you have to say?
So you had the temporary guest here before, which in reality she wasn't the guest. I'm the real guest.
Yeah.
No one's asking if she's coming on the show.
You're not a guest.
So anyway, here's what I wanted to say. I missed a couple of the beginning things here.
Okay.
One of them was
sick too a little bit. You got something wrong with you?
no, I think I'm just more jacked and it's changing my vocal cords.
Could be.
And I'll get into that later.
All right.
A couple things I missed. Jimmy and his glasses.
Hang on 1 second. Are we sure that those things weren't some kind of fat burner or something?
You just took one?
Bruh.
Are you
I
sweating?
don't know what's going on right now, but I feel like I'm gonna die, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you feel like I did last night.
Holy shit. I'm taking some new supplements, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel really fucking weird right now. But it's all good. Let's go.
Did you mix it with liquor or no?
Yes, of course I did.
That's probably why.
How many did you take?
One.
Oh boy.
That was 50 milligrams.
Buddy! I took Amp last night, right?
Yeah.
Took it at 9:30 p.m. because it was my second gym session of the day. Needed to wake up. Didn't kick in until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I was in bed laying on my back and I could feel my chest coming through my chest.
Yeah, damn,
and I was just like, fuck, this is like not the time you want it to happen. But anyway.
But why would you take that at that time of the night?
At 9:30 at night, because I figured by 9:45 it hit me.
Yeah, but it's going to ride you.
Yo, I'll be up fucking...
Yeah, all night.
Yeah, well, it did. So I guess I won't do that again. So a couple things. People asked if Jimmy can read. Obviously, the reason people are saying that is because he has glasses on inside. That's like a joke.
Okay.
People think that there's only two people that wear sunglasses inside,
right?
And it's blind people and douchebags.
Right.
So if he's blind, you're also insinuating he can't read. So that's the whole joke with that.
Gotcha.
Another thing, someone commented in the chat earlier, another week without Vin. So Vin doesn't come on the podcast much anymore, obviously, as everybody knows. I don't know. Do we need to talk about any of that stuff? Nothing negative.
He's doing sanitation.
Yeah, the guy's a busy man, works, and nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Speaking about Vin, people
that's the issue with that. Another thing, co-worker of mine, Frank. I don't want to say his last name.
That's fine.
B is the last name. Wanted to say congratulations that we made it for a year.
Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
All right, Frankie Frank.
Super hard worker. You think I work hard. This guy works even harder than I do. But yeah, I can't believe we made it a year.
Is he a fan of the podcast?
Yeah, he listens to
the podcast. Oh, he listens to the podcast? Okay, thank you, Frank.
And we also have a special acknowledgement. Big shout out to a fellow sanitation worker out in Philadelphia who listens to the podcast while he's while he's working. So big shout is give out his first name, Chris. Big shout, Chris, because I know that you listen to the podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw that Ray sent me that video. It was super cool. Thank you so much, man.
If I'm out in Philly a lot too, so if you pull me over, man.
Yeah,
Give
give Jimmy a speed pass.
And I want to make one more comment, which was you were talking about relationships.
Yeah.
And now I can say it because she's not here. So she's saying that people ask her about relationships and you and how do they... I could imagine MBJ out at a bar, one of the girlfriends or whatever has a couple drinks in them and comes up to her and says, how do you deal with him saying all this obnoxious shit on the internet and da-da-da-da? What you should be telling these other girls is, do you even know who you're married to or dating? Because most people have no idea what their husband or significant other is getting involved in. You have no idea. You know that person that you're familiar with, but you don't know what they do after midnight. You don't know what they do on a weekend. You don't know what they do when you're on vacation.
Nobody knows.
Don't think for some reason that what goes on in one person's life because you see like the perception, you think that your life is so great.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I've been out at a club and seen someone's husband or wife hooking up with somebody.
Yeah.
And they have no goddamn idea, and they're the same people.
And nor will we rat them out, because that's not our business to do that.
Exactly. That's why I don't go up to other people and say, oh, how do you deal with that when you're in a relationship? I don't know. How do you deal with not knowing that your husband has a girlfriend? I mean, you don't know? And that's why we say nothing and we just laugh on the inside. So people should mind their business. Those are the same people that I'm on Instagram and I'll see like them posting nothing but couples photos and they have no idea.
The more you see that, where people are so lovey-dovey online and every post is them, like every story, every post or every other post is them like, oh, I love you so much, baby. Like, you're my everything. You're my world. 1,000,000% they're banging someone else.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like
Tell?
No, it's like a comfort thing to them. Like they feel like they're. I don't know.
I'm
lost for words tonight because I'm on a lot of fucking drugs, baby. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. The more you do that, the more I just know it's not.
Joey,
maybe not though.
Real quick, The Mountain from Game of Thrones leaves a $2 super chat donation. No comment from The Mountain. So Mountain, we appreciate you very much. What's his name in real life? The Mountain from Game of Thrones is Igor or something. I don't know.
Thor.
But anyway, Thor. Yeah, there you go. So Thor.
Disrespect
the Mountain leaves us a super chat. Thank you so much, brother.
But it's also funny too, Rob. Talking about the whole relationship thing. You did an Instagram story the other day about our adventures in Atlantic City and.
Hang on 1 second, because Christian, our fellow sanitation worker, just sent a super chat. Yeah, and he says, on my sanitation duties right now. Thanks for keeping my night interesting, fellas. So we appreciate you, man. Taking out the trash in the mean streets of Philly, brother.
Yeah, man, screw that town. That town's gonna suck to work in.
2 more super chats, Ray, and then we'll get to your story. 3 more, I'm sorry. WRaver717, I'll take Vin's spot on the show. # Rob's Mods. Anytime you're in New Jersey, brother, we'll have you on the show, of course. David Tibbett, $6.15. God damn, YouTube. And it's shadow banned. Happy 1 year. Keep it juicy. Yes, I'm shadow banned all over right now. It's a problem. Little Muerte 01 says, hey, Robert, when you do work, do you... Okay, hold on. Let me start over. Hey, Robert.
Who can't read?
Me. That's Robert. Robertfrank615 can't read. Donation super chats for me, hooked on phonics for Robert. Hey, Robert. When you work, do you listen to any death metal like Cannibal Corpse, or what do you listen to?
Now you're talking to Rob.
Here's what I listen to. When I go to the gym, on Pandora, I have Dawn of Ashes Radio. Dawn of Ashes Radio, you will not be let down. Almost every band that they play on that Pandora station is dominant. And I'm talking about dominant. So check it out. Sean I hope I didn't miss a super chat. Nope, Sean Darson. Shane No Gains. Where to crate him at?
Go
ahead, Ray. I'm sorry. I cut you off mid-sentence.
No, I was just saying, you were talking about our explorations down in Atlantic City with other females. So, that's part of the reason. I got a lot of DMs about that video that you put up.
Which one?
About us taking chicks to Pound Town in Atlantic City. On your Instagram
story. Yes.
Yeah, I probably got 5 or 6 messages.
Could we tell that? Could we ever tell that story?
Yeah.
You used to call me Casanova back then. Remember? Remember when we were in the bathtub banging that chick? Yeah. My name was Casanova.
We got.
What do we got?
You are off the fucking hook.
We're off the hook right now.
Turn his mic off.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, long story short, yes, me and Ray, we are 1,000,000% Eskimo Brothers. For those of you who don't know what Eskimo Brothers is, that is two guys that bang the same chick. It's happened on probably 3 or 4 occasions that I could think of.
At the same time or separate?
Once at the same time.
Nice.
And I always, anytime that we did, okay, so one was at the same time. One was, he went first, I went second, and I couldn't fucking feel anything because, yeah, it was like I said in the Insta story, it was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
So why'd you do it more times after that if you knew that?
No. Those were the only 2 that we were actually physically in the same place at the same time.
Gotcha.
The other 2 were chicks that we both just randomly, like we've banged before. Like
Gotcha.
I think one was like maybe a year in between.
Yeah, maybe not the same night. Okay.
Yeah, not the same night for sure. Okay, quick super chats coming up. Timotheus Kazama says, "Let's go." Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Okay, Pody, this is the time of the night because I think I need a little bit of a breather. I need to just relax a little bit. Tonight is the 1-year anniversary show. There's 120 fucking people in the live stream right now, which is glorious. That's about double what we're used to. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. I see a super chat that just came in, and I will address that momentarily. We've gotten so many DMs, so much support from the bros and broettes that says, hey, I can't believe it's 1 year, been listening since day 1. I started week 25, I started week 35, love your show. There's one dude out in the UK, I believe, son of Magnus, that's on like his 6th time listening from episode 1. Like, listen to them all straight through 6 times. So, we have a couple of special guests that would like to chime in. Live stream, you may have a problem hearing these. I'm going to try to put my headphones up to if I put it up to this microphone, we should be able to hear it, right? A couple of guests that want to say what's up, and bear with us if you can't hear it in the live stream, but podcast, you guys should have no problem hearing it. Pody, hook us up.
Robert, you big sexy bastard, is Jason Ha. I just wanted to say congratulations on the 1-year anniversary for the podcast, my man. The Steel Team and I are beyond grateful to have been a part from the beginning of your journey, my man. Much love.
All right, everybody, it's your boy here, IBB Pro Guy Sister Nino, a.k.a. Quadro. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Robert Frank and his entire Glorious House of Gains podcast crew on their 1-year anniversary of being one of the most motherfucking hardcore podcasts there is out there right now on iTunes and all over the place. Make sure to check them out if you have not yet. Robertfrank615, Glorious House of Gains podcast. Want to wish you guys a happy anniversary.
Robert Frank with 615, man, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary of the Glorious House of Gains podcast. Man, it's Max Powers here. I listen to that thing every week, and man, you and your crew do a great job. I will see you in Hollywood, brother.
What's up, everybody? It's Ross Smith, and I want to give a special shout out to the Glorious House of Gains podcast. 1 year? I got a special guest who also wants to say something too.
Steroids! Protein!
That's right. Those are the keys to success. Steroids and protein. Congrats, guys.
Hey, what's up? It's Marjan at Baddie. So congratulations, the Glorious House of Gains, on your 1-year anniversary. Thank you for all you do, all the entertainment, all the positive vibes. We appreciate you so much.
Hey, this is Brad from the Delray Misfits. Not a Brad that wears fucking Daisy Duke khaki shorts and boat shoes. Just wanted to say congratulations to the Glorious House of Gains for being on for an entire year. Good shit. Keep it going, fellas. I look forward to the podcast every week.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Vinny Bag of Chips in the house, your favorite podcaster from the Glorious House of Gains podcast. I want to give a shout out to my boys and myself on the 1-year anniversary for this glorious podcast. I'm sorry I ain't been around for a minute, but I've been taking out the fucking trash, working hard every day, and when I'm not working, I'm partying my fucking face off because I am the party king, and you know who knows that best? Ray Worldwide. Why is that? that because he used to be Ray Vegas. But as you guys recall, back in September, I took the title from him because I partied every motherfucking day. Anyway, shout out to everybody. I will be back as soon as I can. Once we get all this trash taken off the streets, I'll be there as much as I possibly can. Once again, shout out to my boys. I love you guys. And the fans. Peace out. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Kodak Jack. How we doing? Shout out to the Glorious House of Gains on their 1 year anniversary for their podcast. The most glorious podcast in the world. Shout out to Robert Frank, Joey Banks, Jimmy Triceps, Mr. Ray. Is it Vegas or Worldwide? I don't know. I think that other man took the title from him. But I don't never see him no more. So shout out to Ray Vegas, baby. Let's go.
Damn, that's cool.
To the man they call Robertfrank615. This is C3 Muscle checking in, man. Saying congrats on the 1 year anniversary of the Glorious House of Gains podcast. Shout out to Jimmy Triceps and the rest of the crew, man. I appreciate you fellas for having me on the show. Episode 11, if y'all haven't already seen it, but this ain't about me. This is about you. Hey, man, continue taking over the world. 1.1 million followers on Instagram. Thousands upon thousands on other social media platforms. The Gains train keeps chugging. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, buddy.
Man.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, man. That was a beautiful thing.
So I reached out to a couple of people, and the instructions were, give me 15, 20 seconds, something quick, but a couple people had some extra stuff to say, which is okay.
They went
more than
all the
okay.
way.
We had a video mixed in there too from someone.
We had a couple of videos mixed in there. It was all good. So, guys, we appreciate it. We are going to go over a lot of the people who I asked to hook us up with a little audio have been prior guests of ours that have been on the show. So we'll go over all the guests that we've had in just a moment. But we do have a couple super chats that I have missed. One is from Spizike76 says, "Yo, I've been listening since day one. Thanks for replying to those sick ass shoes." Hold on a second. Thanks for replying on those sick ass shoes. Oh, okay. Shoe goals. I guess the Lou Boos with the gems all over.
He wasn't talking about the Air Corporates?
No. Keep killing it, bro. Stay juicy AF for us 40-year-olds. Yeah, no
buddy.
doubt, brother. Little Joe Dirt says, Jimmy Triceps looks like special education. If special education had a picture, it would be Jimmy Triceps. Thank you. Big Shug. Nice super chat. Thank you, Big Shug. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Listening while at the gym. Just as good as music for me. Congratulations on 1 year. And then Sean Darson. Thank you again, Big Shug. Sean Darson. Jimmy, you're a huge inspiration, man. Respect. So we got the Jimmy trolls, and then we have the Jimmy. We got the Jimmy lovers.
At the bottom,
they're all Jimmy lovers.
Yeah.
There's no negativity.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Muscle Stash, one more time coming in with a super chat. Get your stash on my level, Rob. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. But my beard just stopped growing like a year ago. My mustache, however, is growing. I just started growing that maybe 6 weeks ago. So
maybe the new supplements you're on may help with them.
I think the new supplements are going to affect my heart more than they are my fucking mustache and beard. But anyways, so
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
So the contest.
Yeah.
On Twitter, you talked about that. When
Correct.
is that happening?
That is going to happen. We're going to do that towards the end of the show.
Okay.
I'm going to let everybody know who won. We have the winners. They're already written here on my...
The winner's been selected.
The winners have been selected.
And were the rules they had to be in this live chat to find out they won or no?
No. They didn't have to be. The simple rules were this. It was a free contest. You didn't have to pay for anything. But you did have to join Twitter. You either had to have a Twitter or sign up to
Which
Twitter.
is free.
Yeah, which is free, and it takes 30 seconds to sign up. The rules were you had to be subscribed to the podcast on whatever platform, doesn't matter. And you had to retweet the graphic that I posted, and you have to show proof that you are subscribed in that thread. So that's all they had to do. I think 250 people went ahead and did that, which is a lot more than we thought we were going to do it, because I know a lot of people aren't really big on Twitter and shit, but it's the only way, the fairest way that I can make sure that every vote was going, every entry was going to get recognized. So one other thing that I wanted to get back to real quick is this Count Donkula that I saw at the gym today, smoking hot goth chick. Me and Joey have said, I think all the bros have been with me at least once to this zoo gym. Ray's been with me once. Joey's been with me a bunch of times. Jimmy's been with me once. Beard So Strong has been with me once. And I probably would want to say that the least amount of females at the gym were when I went with Jimmy. But I think it was like the end of the week, and I think it was like a little bit later. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
They knew he was coming.
Or maybe they knew he was coming.
All the dudes showed up.
But let me tell you something. No gym that I've ever been to in my life compares to this gym in terms of male to female ratio. It is like almost 50%. Most gyms are like, speaking of Jimmy's gym from before, Jimmy was mentioning his gym, Joey and myself went to Jimmy's gym last night. They don't allow females in that gym. I swear to God,
we walked out.
We did one set, looked around, and bounced.
Let's rewind here, man. You have a personal vendetta against that gym.
Joey.
I had no...
Okay, you guys, what time did you go?
8:30.
Exactly.
Jimmy, they came to my gym and did the same thing.
I know, bro.
And that night, they went to 2 other gyms.
Yeah,
so they went to 3 gyms in one night.
We cap
just
out
to
at
find
3.
scenery.
We cap ourselves off at 3 gyms. We had 3 in the books yesterday too, and the second one was sufficient enough because the location was right and for what we needed to do.
Right.
With the photo shoot and whatnot. But our plan last night was to go to a gym that we had high hopes for. Got delayed a little bit, so we decided we're not going to make that drive. We went to this other gym. And my God, it is terrible there.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only time it was ever decent that I've ever been there was a Saturday, maybe like around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. The whole point is, yeah, I get it. Most gyms are not going to be really good at 8 p.m. at night. But the gym that Rob goes to at 8 o'clock at night is unbelievable.
Yeah, they like I said, there have been times that I've been with Jimmy at his gym.
They're going to make me go out of my way to start coming to the gym.
Yeah, because I can't go to a gym if there's nothing to look at. There has to be at least something there that I could like glance at every once in a while just to fucking spike my testosterone.
Speaking of gyms, you remember the one time we went to the one gym on 18 and it had just got robbed? And we were outside looking for the guy who robbed it.
Yes. That was the East Brunswick gym. Yeah. I remember that. Necro Shroud, $6.66 super chat. What does that mean, Joey? You mathematician? 666. What is that?
The devil?
Yeah, buddy. Rob, you have a glorious taste in music. Keep it heavy. Congrats on 1 year, and here's to many more. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. One more coming in. Tom Dawson leaves a super chat. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. Going to sleep. See you at Body Power. I will see you too, my man. Make sure you come up to the booth and introduce yourself as Tom motherfucking Dawson from the live stream.
And he sent in $1.99. Actually, that was €1.99.
Euro. Okay, so I don't know what
they're gonna tax that double.
Damn.
It's about $2.30 American money.
Read the comment after that super chat.
Joey looking greasy AF.
Greasy.
I'm greasy right now. So the point of me bringing the gym back up real quick is the gym has so many hoes. It's a hoasis. It is like the capital of Hoville. It is the capital of Holanta. It is the capital of Hoami. I don't know what we want to call it, but we want to use we want the bros and broettes out there to come up with a name for this capital of Hoville. And Hoville is too easy. We need like a clever name. Like not Holand or not Ho this or Ho that. And when I say hoes, if you're a female listening to this, I'm not calling you a hoe. It's just a thing. Just like not every bro is a bro, not every female is a hoe, but mostly all females are hoes.
If that place was run by the cartel,
yeah,
it would be named Pablo Hoscabar.
Pablo Hoscabar, yeah.
That place is just beautiful.
Yeah, so send in all your, and it's got really good lighting too. I feel like I'm extra aesthetic at that gym. It's got those high actually it's the low ceilings with that like dim lit. It's pretty good.
Good equipment, everything's
good equipment. There. Perfect.
You better tell this lady to start. Man, you should start getting some.
Well, you know what's funny? One of the girls that used to work at another gym, Ray. Remember the Manville Retro? Short little Spanish girl, big butt, you were like a fan of her. Every time she would walk by, you'd be like, God damn, I want to eat that ass. Remember? Anyways, so yeah, she now works at Zoo. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, you're here now? And she was like, oh, you remember me? She was all excited. I was like, yeah, I remember you. She goes, yeah. She goes, when I heard you were coming here, like, I told them that they should give you a free membership because you're famous. I was like, well, pump the brakes a little bit. I ain't famous. But I said, I actually think they charge me double. I think I'm paying double because I'm Robert Frank going to the gym.
Did you just announce to the tens and tens of people that I'm a bona fide ass eater?
You are a bona fide ass eater. You love the ass.
I feel like we talked about that on an episode.
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just kind of singled me out.
Yeah, but I remember Vin had spoken about it very clearly to the point where people were using the term balloon knot.
Yes, balloon knots. Super chat Rob Bay says, Rob, you're the man. Jimmy, take the glasses off. You're inside and 40. Rob Bass. Joe, get better in sports and dieting.
Oh, fuck you.
He was laughing. Ray, stay cool, bro. Congrats on 52, guys.
What the
Love
fuck you call him 40, by the way?
Thank you, Rob Bass. Jimmy's not 40 yet. Yeah. Super chat comes in from Morgan Taylor. Happy 1 year from a powerlifter. Let's go. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for appreciating all our powerlifting humor and all the things that we do here on the show.
Shows that he's a powerlifter and still listens to the program.
And still listens to the program. Goddamn right.
Is that Morgan from TWD?
It could be. So, speaking of TWD, before we get to the next segment, let me tell you a little story. So, on Twitter today, I've been heavily active on Twitter the last couple of days just because we were running this contest and I wanted to make sure that I was observant and aware of each and every entrant that came in. Somehow, some way, Twitter is still kind of new to me and it's not new. I've been using it for probably close to a year now, but I don't understand really how things just pop up on my feed when I don't follow people. It's so weird. I follow 15 people, and other people's shit pops up on my feed like I'm following them. But it'll say, blah, 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 follows this person, and this person said that. So I think that's what happened. But there was a guy, he's got a verified account, and his name is Brandon Davis. I'm going to put him on blast here for a minute. His name is Brandon Davis, verified account on Twitter. He works for comicbook.com. Now, comicbook.com has, they're closely tied in with The Walking Dead. And I think Robert Kirkman may or may not have something to do with comicbook.com or Skybound. I don't know how they're linked. Something like that. But they're all fucking linked together. Comicbook.com always has something to say about The Walking Dead. So I guess a couple of their editors or their writers or their pretty much bona fide nobodies like this Brandon Davis guy get special access to watch the week's episode a couple days early. Now this was kind of a dickish move for me because I'm heavily involved in the spoiler community. I love reading spoilers. A lot of people, Sunday's the episode. Usually I will know word for word, scene for scene, what is going to happen in Sunday's episode by Thursday night. I know everything. Or sometimes Wednesday night, sometimes Tuesday. I already know what's going to happen. All my bros, my dad, my wife, everyone's like, dude, why do you ruin the episode for yourself? Why do you fucking do that? Why do you read spoilers? You're ruining it. I don't look at it that way. I like to know what's going to happen so I can look for it, where other people would rather be surprised. So it's the same thing, whatever. So this guy leaves a thing saying something like, OMG, just watch the episode. We're going to have a lot to talk about after Sunday night. Something like that. Something very vague. So me, being a dick, there are some unconfirmed spoilers about who may or may not die this Sunday night. So I wrote on Twitter, please don't tell me that blank, blank, and blank are the big three names that are going to die. Because in my opinion, on this show, they are like background characters. Nothing that's going to make an impact, okay? So someone wrote a comment saying, some guy with 40 followers says, hey, if you think that you're cool for trying to post spoilers, or if you really think Brandon is going to tell you Whether or not these people died, I'll tell you straight up, he's not. And the guy Brandon liked that guy's comment. So I know that he saw my comment. So then I wrote, because this guy Brandon has 20,000 followers on Twitter. He gets about 6 retweets and 23 likes per post. That's his average. I said, well, whether or not I was trying to give away spoilers or not is irrelevant because based on this dude's engagement, nobody's going to see it anyway. I guess he took offense to that. So he wrote back something along the lines of, if I posted the spoilers, it would be posted on Entertainment Weekly tomorrow. Like that he's some big shot that, Entertainment Weekly would pick up his spoilers.
And he wouldn't have a job.
And then he told me, so go away, you guys ready for this? Scrub. He called me a fucking scrub.
Well, if you really gotten beat.
What a fuck. He couldn't say pussy, bitch, asshole. I don't want to say the F word, but F-A-G-G-O-T, not in a gay way, like not in an anti-gay way, just like the word, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say that. He said, scrub. So I invite you, Brandon Davis, anytime you want, because I see that he's from Jersey.
I was just going to tell you, his location says New
Yeah,
Jersey.
sometimes he's in New Jersey. It's like Jersey, Tennessee, and somewhere else. Anytime you're in Jersey, you want to shoot the fair one with Robert Frank, bro. First of all,
what are you going to have, a thumb wrestling match with this guy?
In his biopic,
What are you
he
gonna
looks like he's about late 20s, early 30s, I would say. He works for comicbook.com, which means that he still lives at home with his mom, and he whacks off the anime. How tough can he be? I'm calling you out. I want to fight you.
You guys have this dude doesn't whoop your ass, man.
He won't whoop my... All the shit that I'm on right now, he ain't whooping nobody's ass.
You want to know something crazy? There was a guy, because spring break's going on right now, and Barstool posted it today. There's a kid, he was like all-American wrestling, big, like heavyweight dude.
Yeah.
He was on the beach with a group of friends, and they held up a sign that said, if you take me down, I'll give you $1,000 cash. And he was whooping people's asses.
Oh, hell yeah.
One dude ended up pile driving him into the ground. Yeah, and it was on Barstool. And the guy wasn't even nearly as big as him. He was just aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
And he just somehow... And the wrestler guy was playing it so smooth, like, because every move this guy made, he would slowly maneuver. You know how UFC is in wrestling. They know your arm goes there, my arm goes here, my leg goes there. But this dude just fucking picked him up and body slams him to the ground. And everyone was on Barstool commenting about it. And the kid, the wrestler, actually wrote on there, that's the first time I've ever lost, and congratulations to that guy. So a lot of people were commenting, like, we respect him.
Yeah, but if he's freaking running the gauntlet, taking on
person
after person, I mean, there comes a point where you're gassed, man.
Plus, something tells me he probably had a couple drinks in him. You and your boys are like, yo, let's go on the beach and just fuck people up. Like, he's probably drunk too. So, but I thought it was cool. So you never know. In that case, that guy got whooped. You might get whooped by a comic book guy.
I got it.
I might cast a spell on you.
This is old. We go old school, bro.
Old school. We'll go Dunkin' Donuts, Nassau Square on their ass, bro. All right, so $10 super chat from Danny Laurie. Doesn't leave a comment, but actually ain't got no problem donating to the brothers. Thank you so much, Danny. We appreciate that. Sean Darson chimes in again. Thoughts on BCAAs? People say it's unnecessary. I agree with that. I don't know what the fuck they do. I don't. I really don't see a point for them. I know people swear by them, but yeah, that's like.
All right, check it out.
That's bro science.
BCAAs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I look somewhat in shape. I don't even know what a BCAA is or does. I've never taken one, so take that word for word.
Steele sent me some BCAAs way back in the day. And I tried them. It just it tastes like juice. Like there's no stimulants in it or anything.
I know Vin takes them.
Yeah, I guess it's just like vitamins and shit like that. Who the fuck needs vitamins when you take steroids? You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. Sean Darcy. Okay, so that was the BCAA one. Jason Hicks, our buddy Beard So Strong, leaves a super chat. Doesn't leave a comment, but thank you, Jason.
Cheap bastard.
Speaking of not cheap, Jacob McGrady leaves a $25 super chat dono to the channel. Thank you, Jacob. Says, gotta hit the hay soon, but just want to say you guys are amazing. Making my days at work go so much better. Congrats on the 1 year podcast. Rob, you were the man. Jimmy, I'm pretty sure you're my spirit animal. Super chat to show the support. Thank you, Jacob. We appreciate that so much.
Thanks, Jacob McGrady.
Okay, so
I want to read one thing on
Go
here.
ahead.
And it's from someone we know.
Yeah.
The username on here is Jeanette O. Feel free to hit her up on here if you guys are interested, single guys. She writes.
Give her a number. Give her the number.
She writes. Joe.
She has requirements though. You have to make at least $250 a year. You have to be I believe she wants 40 and over, or actually 35 and over. No kids or has kids or doesn't want kids. I know that's a mouthful. She doesn't want to have any more kids. So if she was going to get in a relationship, no more kids. And $250 a year plus.
$250 a year. I got you.
No, $250K, bro. Yeah, I think that's it. And
any height requirements she got?
Well, I think she's about 5'6" or 5'7", so you're probably gonna have to be like 5'10" or above.
Okay.
I don't know if she's like more into like skeevy looking dudes.
Like
yeah.
guys that like hang out at country concerts.
Yeah, like some dude that you would see at a country concert.
Like a guy who might be flying the Confederate flag. I'm kidding.
Jesus
like guys with like a bald head or maybe a big beard.
She probably would have loved those dudes that were sitting at the high top right next to us at the table. The guys that had on like the John Deere hats. Yeah,
we'll get into this weekend stories in a second, but
yeah, go ahead.
What she said on here was school everyone on the finger in the booty story from Saturday.
Ooh.
And by the booty, I mean your booty. So
I remember that too, yes.
When are we going to get into this weekend stories?
We're going to get into this weekend stories. Well, let's see. The only segments that we have left, I have to announce the winners to the Twitter contest. And Jimmy already did his pet peeve. We have Baddie with the Fatty, and we have the Sports Minute. So let's leave the weekend story for last. So make a note that you want to put finger in the booty, that you like a fingernail's worth of finger in your ass as you're fucking. Anyways. Let's do the Sports Minute. Pody, what's going on in sports this week, brother?
Yeah, buddy. Somebody.
Anything major?
You think you would have given the guy a mic?
Oh, my bad. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this week. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh shit! The whole podcast just stopped.
Joey Bags just knocks over
Technical
all
difficulties.
the
Thank you, Joe.
Difficulties. We're all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pody's Sports Minute of the Week. He is the host of This Week in Sports, and here we go.
All right, being that it's the 1-year anniversary, I felt like the last couple sports minutes I wasn't bringing it, so I got my notes here this time, and I'm going to give you all the rundown. So, this week in sports, it's all about the March Madness, all right? Duke is the #1 overall team. They're being picked to win it in about 50% of all brackets and are the most heavily favored team since Kentucky in 2013-14. And last year, amazing, we saw for the first time a 16 seed beat a 1 seed. Probably not going to see that again this year, but we'll probably see some major upsets. We'll see if we got another Chicago Loyola, maybe a Sister Jean in the works. If you watch, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's some play-in games going on right now. I'm trying to keep track. So thank you all in the live stream for giving me the updates on this game because I'm trying to do a lot of things at once. And for those of you that do plan on filling out your brackets, those are due tomorrow by noon when the first games officially kick off. And also, I hope everybody picked up a Powerball ticket for tonight's huge jackpot. It's $550 million. I'm talking about Mike Trout money because if you pay attention, Mike Trout just got 12 years and $430 million extension, biggest contract in North American sports history. So yeah, Mike Trout just got paid. And speaking of baseball, I'm sure nobody knew about this, but yeah, today kicked off the regular season in baseball. There was a game. It started at about 5:30 this morning on the East Coast in Japan. It was between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. Very weird situation. Ichiro, he's 45 years old. He started in this game. Icon in Japan, obviously. It was a slugfest, 5 home runs, including a grand slam. The Mariners won 9-7. And I say it's weird because now they come back to the States and they play some spring training games before the season officially begins in a couple weeks. So yeah, very weird. And then finally, I just wanted to say that the March Madness does start tomorrow, and I will be at the games in Hartford, Connecticut. So if anybody's there, come find me.
Where's the Pody?
Pody out.
Thank you, Pody. Damn, Pody did bring the fire this week. God damn, that was a mouthful. And we learned a lot. And you guys will learn a lot as well if you go over to This Week in Sports, available on all the platforms that podcasts air, or most of them. Speaking of podcast platforms, Spotify, I think we're still on timeout with them for some reason. They have not aired a podcast of ours in a couple of weeks. And we have a really strong feeling it has something to do with our title of Meeting Bros and Huggin' Hoes. I don't think they liked that much. So we were on timeout and still are on timeout. Ray Worldwide, before we get to this weekend, I know you got a lot of baddie submissions. Speaking of baddies, we have a baddie from last week, Wendy JC, who has been blowing up my DM like you would not believe. Nudes, she was fingering herself in one of them, wearing my Baddie with the Fatty female racerback tank. Yeah, it was really good. No, I'm just kidding. Wendy, if you're listening to this, don't kill me. I'm only kidding. But Wendy JC, who was last week's winner, contacted the bros. I believe she started following most of the bros on Instagram. And we sent her out her female racerback tank and a couple steel samples. And she showed some love by posting them on her Instagram stories, and let me tell you, look pretty damn good. So, Ray Worldwide, I know you got a lot of submissions this week. You spent like the first half hour of the night when you got here going through baddies. My wife, Ms. Booty Jiggles, helped him pick this week's winner. So, that's kind of hot. Maybe I'll think about that when I'm banging MBJ later. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ray Worldwide's Baddie with a Fatty of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anniversary, girl.
Yeah.
You're going to take that.
Take that anniversary dick, yeah. All right. Go ahead, Ray. Who you got?
I'm going to set this segment off by saying, bro, your wife is brutal. So I actually had MBJ down here screening some of the baddies with me. And, yeah, she pretty much said they were all ugly. so what happened was she had my phone and she was just deleting all of the baddie pictures that I had screenshot. So I had to go with one from the bank since it was last minute right before the show. And here we go. This week's winner is going to be Noemi Bazinet. Instagram handle is NOEMIBAZ. Once again, NOEMIBAZ, Noemi Bazinet. You are this week Ray Vegas's Baddie with a Fatty of the Week.
All right, so this is definitely my style, and I'm going to show the live stream in a moment. However, I'm looking for the fatty, and it doesn't look like she has many pictures of a fatty, but she's definitely attractive. She's got a lot of tattoos. Let me show the live stream here. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but that is our this week's Baddie with a Fatty. Definitely some big ass tits and nice
she
eyes.
almost looks like a more voluptuous Carly Bible. Would you say?
Yeah, Carly Bible, who we saw this weekend, hung out with her for a little bit.
Yeah, once again, I didn't even get a chance to rescreen through her profile because MBJ literally said,
"Put me back on camera there, Pody." There's another one, little booty action that we got going on. I'm digging the tattoos. I really dig them, and love the dark
I figured
hair.
the bros would at least appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely fake tits, fake lips, probably hair extensions, a lot of plastic surgery. But hey, I'd fuck her. So yeah. Right. Worldwide's Baddie with a Fatty.
That's Ray's type, boy.
Is Noemi Baz. So if you're listening to this playback and you bros are blowing up her DM like, hey, you got nominated for Baddie with a Fatty, and then she's like, I want to know what this Baddie, because you know goddamn well she knows nothing about this podcast, and she wants to like listen to the segment, she's gonna hate my guts. Noemi, or however you say your name, I guess it is Noemi. We mean no. We're just joking around. You are
We
beautiful.
don't mean no disrespect.
Right, no disrespect. That's our man Beard So Strong's famous line. And you are beautiful, and keep doing your thing. And you deserve a lot more than 48. Okay, I'm going to get to the super chats in a moment. 48.4K followers. You are following, and I don't know if this is a coincidence or not. She's following 615 people.
No shit.
615. I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe that went into a little. Okay, I see you there, Ray Worldwide. I see what you did there, brother. And here's the thing, guys. This is what I'm thinking of. If you are a female on Instagram specifically, not Twitter or Facebook or anything. If you're a female on Instagram and you are trying, I mean, you're showing your ass, you're showing your tits, you're posting, all these sexy. What's the word? Provocative.
Jesus.
Provocative photos, and you have less than 100K, you're doing something wrong. Because any chick on Instagram these days, 100K should be the absolute minimum for a chick. If they're trying, if they're just posting family shit and
or if it's in the form of exercise,
right? If they're trying to do exercise, not revealing exercise.
Squats in a booty shorts.
Exactly.
Nobody really cares that much about that.
Yeah. But anyway, so
or if your boyfriend's in any pictures again.
Noemi, all I gotta say is try harder. Maybe you gotta show some nipple or something. Instagram is cool with that these days. If you're cool with that, I think you should do that. So you have 48 hours from the moment this podcast airs to reach out to one of the bros in the DM and say that, hey, I've been nominated for the Baddie with the Fatty. I want my fucking female Racerback tank, and I will send it out to you. Let me get back in the live stream because I know I'm missing a couple of super chats here. We read that one. We have a monster one.
Yeah.
Shane Rickett. Wow. Let me tell you something, man. The love that we've gotten tonight from every single super chat, no matter the denomination, is super greatly appreciated. And this one just blows me away. Shane Rickett says, 3 weeks ago I got called a non-lifting mofo because my boy Jay Newton said I don't lift. I just want to inform y'all that I lift. I lift the food off my plate to my mouth. That sounds like Joey. But my boy, John Small Arm Newton, lifts the yoga balls at Planet Fitness. So, let me tell you something. John Newton, fuck you, bro. Shane Rickett, you are that dude, man. And John, I'm only kidding. But you gotta get to the gym, brother. You gotta stop. It's okay to lift the food, because we all lift the food. You gotta lift the right kind of food, like them chicken thighs that Joe Bag of Donuts is obsessed with.
10 right now in the crock pot. I'm gonna crush them when I get home.
The only thing we gotta talk about, Joe, is just give us a quick update on how you're doing, and then we're gonna get to the weekend, and then we're gonna wrap this buddy up. This buddy up. We're gonna wrap the show up in a nice big bow. Tell you guys who won the Twitter, and then we were gonna be on our way for this episode 52. WRaber717, another super chat. What did the bros gotta do? What do the bros got to do to get you bros to follow us on Instagram? LOL. Joey, you're the manager. What do you think?
All right, I'll
sum it up.
I'll give you the honest answer. Number one, and this especially goes for Rob, you can't just follow everybody because it becomes a nightmare. It becomes a point where you have 10,000 followers and you're following 10,000 people. You'll never see any of the feed. It's just annoying. And also, especially for Rob, he won't follow most people because it's almost like a business transaction. I'll give you a good example. Yesterday, Dan Bilzerian posted a picture. It was basically an ad. It was his Ignite company with a smoking hot chick. He didn't even tag the chick because he knows the dollar value to that. By no means are we Dan. But it's the whole social media thing, which is why we just don't follow people. It's just there's so many things that come attached to it. It's just a pain in the ass to do. I mean, honestly, I don't even look on a daily basis if someone follows me, and I'm a nobody. I don't even look at it. It's just not even worth doing because I don't know. I just don't do it.
Getting back just to the business point is that he follows. People look to see who he follows.
Yeah.
Right? So, if he's following, it matters who he follows. Let's just put it that way. And not to say that you don't matter or any of you people matter or don't matter, but
Yeah, but of the 10 people that Rob follows, he has a relationship, or he knows them personally.
It's almost it's like they're like everyone you follow is like a business transaction,
Right.
realistically, in the social media world. I mean, if you were to get someone, Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever the fuck, the soccer player, he's got like 130 million followers. If he, even more than that, Anthony's telling me, if he were to share your video right on your main page or something, 150, like, think about the advertising revenue behind that and how many people flock to that page. People become Ellen famous overnight when they get shared on something or someone follows them. DJ Pauly D only follows one person, and it's Ellen DeGeneres. To the point where Ellen had him on the show and even asked him, "Why do you only follow me?" I mean, so there's
He
a
doesn't
whole.
follow her anymore.
He doesn't.
No. He follows his positivity page.
That's fucked
it.
up. But anyway, yeah, it's a whole business thing, and again, we're not really, we're nobodies with the exception of Rob. So like, I don't pay too much attention to that. But
another thing too, and this, I mean, I have every single person on my page is muted and stories muted. I was spending so much time on Instagram going through, even though I only followed like 70 people, going through and looking at everybody's stories, even just to click away, like just because I didn't want to see it at the top with the circle, you like tap, 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 tap. I watched nothing. So I'm between Robertfrank615, who I follow nobody, and the other page, all I see on my feed is my stuff. The only time that I catch stuff is if somebody tags me in something, or if Jason Huh or Steele or somebody tags me or something like that, then I'll engage on it.
Rob doesn't watch our stories.
Yeah,
let alone follow other people, and that's again, it's a business.
I found myself being influenced by other creators, and it just I have my reasons. But anyway, we do have a super chat from Matthew Nazario. Congrats on 1 year, guys. Been listening since day one. Are we ever going to get that relationship segment on the podcast you guys mentioned before with relationship advice? Remember, Ray?
You used to do that in the beginning. Right?
Yeah, we did that in the beginning. We would read a couple. We could definitely bring that back. And Sean Darson says, super chatting so much, who needs car insurance? Thank you.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Earlier, somebody asked about my military career.
Yeah,
We're not going to bore any. I'm not going to. Well, I'm not going to say it's boring, but there's probably a better time and place for that. So I just didn't want to forget that guy. We can sometime or hit me up in the DM. DMs, real quick. I don't know how to explain this because I always feel like a douche, and not just because I'm wearing these glasses. When I start talking about this, I stopped looking at DMs. Like I don't even look. Like when people send me, there's so many DMs, I don't even look at them anymore. And I feel like a jerk because I literally am a nobody. Not a nobody, but I don't have much of a following, so who the fuck am I not to respond? But you guys, again, the way this is going to come out is going to make me sound
it's
like...
overwhelming.
And it is. And then I know as soon as I say that, people are going to be like, oh, who the fuck? You ain't getting that many DMs. Yo, if I get 20 DMs a day, right? And I start trying to respond to everybody... Before you know it, like we just talked about earlier, or one of the other podcasts, you start responding to one or two people. It's just you can't keep up with it, and then you're not paying attention, and then I forget like who I'm talking
of
to.
having 20 text messages from 20 people going off on your phone at once, because you know how you go back and forth with someone in a text. DM is the same thing. And again, yes, as Jimmy's saying, we're nobodies. And the same thing. I'm answering a lot of the same questions in the DMs. So then you're just like, I'm fucking tired of repeating myself. So it's just, we like to do the podcast and we like our Rob's, not accomplices, but we like to be here for support for him. But we don't really give a shit about any kind of fame or celebrityness or any of that. We just like to be on the podcast, but we appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
obviously,
you guys actually give me a lot of shit because I respond to.
bust raised balls all the time. Vin especially busts raised balls. Like, what are you doing? Fucking answering everybody.
And I don't mean. I only bring that up just because if I don't respond to whoever, don't take it any kind of way, man. Because I literally don't. I've stopped looking at the DMs. I don't even look at them anymore.
And me, I was telling people to go over to my other page and send the DMs. I was like, I'm never going to see him on Robertfrank615. Go to Robert_Frank615 and see him. And now that page is absolutely flooded. So it's like, oh my God, I'm never going to catch up.
People send interesting things, so I don't actually mind them. I mean, I've never had anybody say anything douchey to me. People ask some real questions or like, give us some high praises. So it's cool. I don't mind. If I got a minute, I definitely respond back to people. I don't know.
I have 76 DMs requests in my thing right now. Like, I can't, maybe that's not, I know Rob's probably got 1 million in his, but how the fuck am I going to go back to 76 people and try to talk to 76 people? And then I really feel like a jerk sometimes when I do start interacting with somebody, and the worst is, if we're at one of these events and one of these people come up to me, and I was in the middle of talking to that person, I was talking to 10 other people, so I'm really not paying attention to that person, and then somebody calls me out at like the Arnold, and it's like, yo, remember we were talking about X? I'm like, yeah. It's just, so that's why I come.
Dude, and I've DM'd Christy Mack before, porn star. I've DM'd Britney Spears before. These motherfuckers don't answer me. No, they don't even see them.
Dude, I remember I used to DM Fousey like once a week because I was fucking obsessed. And never got back to me.
Yeah, but on the flip side, I talked to effing Paulie D more like than I talk to you guys. So like, I don't know how he does it. Like,
now,
how he
do you text him or you just DM?
Just DM. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he does that. I don't know.
But anyway.
But again, and don't take it personal. And most people would probably just ignore that question because they don't want to feel like an asshole answering it. I'm just trying to give you an honest answer. It's very difficult to understand it until you're in the position. The first time we ever experienced it was Rob was getting flooded after the first Pokemon video. He got destroyed on his Facebook messages. So we said, let's go in there and we're just going to spend like 8 hours the whole day.
I remember we used to try to do that.
We're going to start responding.
Forget about it.
One of us was on Instagram, one of us was on Facebook. We put a dent. Yeah. We got through like 2 days in the course of like 6 hours, and it was backlogged for like 4 months. And then the problem was after you burn through 2 days of responding to those DMs, you still have 4 months to go. And then all those people are now hitting you back and responding. And now you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So it's just so difficult. And I was so big on like, Rob, you have to answer everybody. But you don't really get it until you're staring at it. You're like, holy shit.
And it's also a lottery, too. You may send Rob a DM today, and he won't answer. Then you send him one 4 months from now.
The only time that I legit answer DMs is if I happen to be on the Instagram app, it's open, and a DM comes through, and I click it, and I answer. Now, a lot of times I feel like shit because I'm answering their DM that they just sent me like 5 seconds ago, but as I scroll back, I see that they've left one on January 7th, January 19th, February 2nd, it's
a lottery.
And it's like, damn, I'm not going to go back and answer all those questions, but I'll answer the last one. It does make you sound douchey, like you're holier than thou, but trust me, unless you guys are in the shoes, it's difficult. Okay.
Britney Spears can answer me, dude.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've DM'd her too.
I DM'd her 2 years ago.
We got to get to these podcasts. We got to get to these contest winners.
All right.
And but before we do that, let's talk about the chicken thighs and give us a quick minute on your diet.
60 seconds with Joe. Here we go. Absolutely killing it. For those of you who want me to stay fat, you're screwed. We are less than 90 days away from Memorial Day. Is that correct? Or is it Labor Day? I always screw those
up.
Memorial Day. Okay. I am on a path to success. Last week, my wife and I began going to the gym together. That gave me a lot of motivation. She then started cooking, because once you start the gym, you're like, you know what, let me add in healthy meals too. So we've been on a roll. This week, she added in with me cardio too. She, on Monday, was like, I'll smoke you in running. And I was like, you're out of your goddamn mind. Like, even though I'm fat, I'll smoke you running because I actually go to the gym. I just eat like shit. So, dude, I said, you'll probably go about 2 minutes. 10 minutes in, she's still running.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, checking my heart rate, and I was passing 180, which is like near death for me. My max heart rate's like 185, and I'll die. It was at 181. And I'm like, so I start laughing because I was like, yo, she just wants to be stubborn. Like, she'll die on the treadmill just to win. So I was like, yo, like, how's your heart rate? Like, are you okay? Are you good? I'm like trying to get her to stop. I'm like, you're not going to beat me. I'll die on this thing too. Like, just the second she stopped, I stopped. Because I was like, oh, I can't believe she ran that long. So now there's like this battle for being healthy. I then started 2-a-days this week. So that's why Rob's saying he's seeing me. I'm going at 5 p.m. and then I'm going again at 8:30 with him at nighttime. So I'm doing cardio twice a day. I'm dieting. As far as food goes, chicken thighs are the most delicious. My problem always was I would pre-cook, like you guys always mentioned, and then I throw in the garbage.
Yeah, because your chicken breast is really... Unless you are super duper disciplined and you're actually like doing a show, or if you just are super super disciplined, and again, super disciplined, you can't eat chicken breast 3 times a day every fucking day of your life.
If you'll actually, like, because there's been times when, years ago when I was doing this, I started to dry heave, like, months into doing
so
this.
Bad.
Like, on your, like, second month of eating, like, your 4,000th pound of chicken breast, you're dry heaving as you eat it, because it's disgusting.
So,
chicken thighs.
What we have done is we've switched to chicken thighs. And I asked my buddy Tony, who wrote the diet for me, if that's okay. He says, yes, abso-fucking-lutely, it's okay. I even hit up Guy Cisternino. And I said, Guy, I need a pro tip right now. How bad are chicken thighs for you compared to chicken breast? Because I could eat chicken thighs all fucking day long. And he is an IFBB pro bodybuilder, okay? Has won many, many titles. He said, bro, 1 gram, it's 4 or 5 ounces of chicken breast is 1 gram of fat. 4 or 5 ounces of chicken thighs, which is the dark meat, the juicy shit, the shit that you can eat all day long with no dipping sauce, no barbecue, no ranch, no nothing, is 3 grams of fat. He said it's a matter of 2 grams of fat. He said he eats basically just chicken thighs, even on prep. So, chicken thighs all fucking day long, guys. Boneless, skinless. I have a tutorial on my Facebook page, Robertfrank615. It is in the Grocery Shopping episode 2. I show you guys how to make chicken thighs. And I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. It changed Joey's life.
So, I've lost weight already, in addition to the weight I've been losing, like I've told you guys in the last podcast. So, I'm super happy about it. And, yes, sure, have I gone through this routine before? Yeah, of course. So, let's wait a couple more weeks and see what I'm looking like. But it's looking really good. I got everything on my side right now.
Are you able to see your penis yet?
I don't even think I've looked down to figure that out yet. I'm not, like, to the point where I can see my abs. Forget that. But I'm definitely feeling way better. I mean, my running is improving. Like, the fact that I'm even going to the gym 2 times a day and not dying afterwards. I'm doing steel supplements. So the diet.
How many days has this been?
We're on like the third week of doing the whole everything. But I started like about a month or 2 ago of just getting back.
Because usually it's that first weekend hump that we got to get over with you.
No, yeah, I haven't.
Okay, so you're over that.
But the chicken thighs is a game changer because when you're feeling down and you're like, I just need some like tasty food but healthy, chicken thighs. Rob and I went out last night after the gym to a restaurant, and he even tried teasing me. The woman comes over, hot waitress.
Oh my God, Jimmy, this was right up your alley because I know your taste. This waitress that was at the Chicky and Pete's in Bordentown. Holy shit. I hope you're listening to this podcast.
Is that where you ended up? Was the restaurant in Bordentown?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would eat 10 yards of your shit to get to your asshole. You are that fucking hot.
And she was like, she had the voice.
Oh my God.
And she was just
voice
like
of an angel.
Being sexy. I mean, the way she almost handed me bread was amazing.
Oh my God.
So Rob's like, take it, Joe. Take that bread. And I looked at her. I was like, no,
you didn't
thank
do
you.
it. We did very well. We both got buffalo chicken salads with dressing on the side so they don't drown it in fucking dressing. And we ordered an order of red mussels. And that was, for going out, I mean, yeah, could you get fucking chicken breast and asparagus at Chicky and Pete's? Probably. But we didn't, and that was pretty healthy.
Are we going to Chicky and Pete's after the show to celebrate the 1-year anniversary?
Probably not.
Okay.
But if I would have known in advance, I wouldn't have drank so much or taken all those pills. Lorene! Hey, Lorene! $6.15 super chat. She says, our friend Lorene, we all know Lorene, speaking of rooting for Joey, congrats on 1 year. Unfortunately, George couldn't watch the live stream because he's busy taking out the trash tonight.
Jorge.
Yes. Joe, I'm rooting for you, she says.
Thank you.
That is our good friends George and Lorene. And appreciate that, Lorene. Make sure you tell George that, he's doing a good thing. And if he ever comes across a bunch of, supplements, pass them on down. Damian McCoy, $10 super chat. Congrats on 1 year. Can't watch the live stream right now because I'm at a Shinetown concert.
That's awesome. I love that.
But I definitely we'll definitely check it out later. Keep it glorious. What is Shinetown? Shinedown. What is that?
School, bro.
I don't know who that is. Is that like E-Town Concrete or
Shinedown? They got that one song, 45. We'll
talk about that later. So that's cool. Thank you so much for chiming in. See, this is the dedication and the passion that people have for the Glorious House of Games podcast that they did not want to miss being a part of this show.
By the way, Shinedown is an American rock band from Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Formed by singer Brent Smith in 2001.
Shinedown's
after the
dope.
preview, I don't know the rest of this. Atlantic Records, but they're somebody's.
And shout out to C3 Muscle that just chimed in on the live stream. C3. I
what's
made
up?
a nice video about you on my Instagram about, I don't know, a month ago, commending you about just talking, giving you the praise, getting me back to squatting, yada yada yada, bro. You officially broke me, man. I'm about to take that video back. My knees are effing shot. I could barely walk anymore. I'm constantly in pain from squatting, but I still love you, bro.
I catch not a super chat, but a comment came in from Carter McDonald. Said, "Congrats on 1 year. Can't afford a super chat. I'm a broke ass college kid, but love the podcast. Been listening since day one. Stay juicy." So thank you so much, Carter. I did catch that comment, and we are definitely cringing out Jeanette O in the live stream. I think it's because I said that I would eat 10 yards of that waitress's shit to get to her asshole.
Why? What'd
Might
you
have been
say?
that comment. She goes, Rob, and did the face palm.
Oh, please.
So now that that's done,
like she's never had that done to her.
we're going to have to wrap up this weekend in 5 minutes or so. Because I do want to read these winners, and I want to make sure that
it's getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late in the evening here on the 1 year anniversary. I knew we were going to go a little bit longer. It's the 1 year, but so this weekend, Jimmy was not present. Did you do anything eventful this weekend?
Not really. Nothing to talk about.
Okay, so myself, Beard So Strong. Let's just name the people that you guys know that by name. Beard So Strong, Ray Worldwide, Joey Bag of Donuts, Vinny Bag of Chips,
Big Ange,
Big Angelo, A-Train, MBJ, and we'll say End Crew, because there were a lot of us at one point. It was cool because 4 different crews and cliques collided into one.
the Avengers.
It was like the Avengers. Yeah, it was awesome. So we went to this place in the city. Now, telling each person's story about how they got to where they went is probably going to be a little long-winded, but let me tell you how my version went, because I was with Beard So Strong and Ray Worldwide. It started in the New Brunswick train station. Okay, we parked, we took the train into the city, so we did not have to drive. And from everything that I've heard, St. Patrick's Day in the city is absolutely mobbed. It's a shit show. It is lines. If you ain't in a bar by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, good luck. You're not getting in until 6. There's lines wrapped around the fucking block. So we prepared ourselves by bringing some alcohol with us on the train.
Can't drink on a train on St. Patty's Day. It's illegal.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I broke that rule. So I was drinking heavily. Not only do we have another
preface it by saying that you were hammered by 2 o'clock.
Well, I think I was buzzed before I left the house, before Beard So Strong picked me up. So then I had a couple of drinks on me, the little airplane bottles that you get at the liquor store, and we drank. And we got to the train station, we got on the train, we drank. We got off the train, we drank. As we're walking through Penn Station to meet up with all the bros and broettes, me, Ray Worldwide, a friend of his, And Beard So Strong stopped at the Fridays, which was in the train station. And we ordered 4 shots of Jack Honey.
$200.
No, actually it wasn't that bad. I think it was about $50 or so, which is still pretty high. But anyway, it's a city. It's New York. Boom, did a shot. As we came out of the train station, there's like an escalator right outside Fridays. Maybe you walk for 30 feet. There's an escalator. You go up the escalator, and now you're on the street level. You're on the street in New York City. I don't know what that is. Lower East Side, Higher East Side, Middle East Side. I don't know what the fuck.
Middle East.
It's the Middle East of New York. So there's a liquor store that's like 20 steps away. So we go into, like, yo, let's go get a drink. We just had a drink. Go into the liquor store. We each get another couple of airplane bottles of Jack Daniels, Jack Fire, Jack Honey, whiskey, whatever the fuck we got. Because we're expecting to be standing on a line. Like, I really thought we were going to be online forever. Wasn't the case. We got right into the fucking bar. Like, no problems at all. So I'm already banged up by the time I get in there. I soon realize that everyone else is already banged up by the time we get in there. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Joey's hammered. Ray's hammered. I'm hammered. Beard So Strong's hammered. Jeanette O is hammered. My wife is hammered. Everybody's hammered. And Joey, do you want to chime in on this? Because I really don't remember too much about... I mean, I just feel like we were all having a good time.
You have no pause filter when it comes to being out and drinking.
What do you mean pause filter? What does that mean?
Dude, you were at the bar, like, you would come up to me, I'd have a drink in my hand, and you'd be like...
It was like 3/4 full, and I'm like, yo, let's go get another.
Let's get another drink, or want to do a shot. I'm like, bro, slow it down. And you made this face, and you just turned around.
Because, bro,
he was just in the zone.
4 o'clock is not Rob's drinking time, man. He was all out of whack. You can't have that man drinking in the afternoon.
And he lasted until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he lasted a long time.
Was throwing it down, though.
Because the problem is if I stop drinking, I'm going to get tired. So I have to keep drinking.
Yeah, I'll give a very brief version because when we drink a lot of stuff happens and I don't want to talk about too much because then you blow up people's spots. There's a rule, you know. It's like when you say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens when you go out with us stays with us.
Except when your beard's so strong because he doesn't have any ties or allegiance to anyone.
Yeah. But real quick, it was St. Patty's Day weekend in New York City. Hoboken used to have parties, a parade, and it was so bad that they haven't done it for years now because they shut it down because there would be like rioting, people climb. It'd be like it was a zoo. Anyway, like a ticker tape parade almost where it's so chaotic. So they shut that down. So everyone goes to the city now. On my way there, it was about 2:30, and I knew it was going to be bad. As I'm rounding the corner down the main street to park where the bar was, this kid, probably in his early 20s, just comes right up to my car in the middle of the street while I'm driving and just puts his hands like on my hood to like stop my car. And he just puts both middle fingers on my windshield and goes, "Fuck you!" So I was like, all right, so the drunk people are out. It's like 2 in the afternoon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I also said to myself, I wish I had a couple people with me that could have just got out of the car and just hit him. That would have been nice. So anyway, I go to the deck and I get inside. As soon as I get inside, my cousin, who's single and drinking, right, comes up to me and says hi. First thing he says, he's with some girl. He has no idea who she is, but she's in her early 20s. And he says, whip him out and show him. Girl grabs him, immediately goes for it. And I go, stop. I go, listen, for me, if you guys are starting the day off like this already, I need
that. Is why you go to the bar drunk.
Correct. You're right. But I drove there, so I couldn't do that. Okay. So now every guy out there is probably like, what are you, serious? Listen.
For the record, everybody, Joey Bag of Donuts stopped a 19 or 20, probably 21 or 19 with a fake ID. Okay, 21. Joey Bag of Donuts stopped a 21-year-old with huge tits from whipping them out. He said, no, please don't do that. I haven't had enough alcohol yet.
Yeah, because, listen.
I have 3 words for you, my friend.
I know what you're going to say. Close your mouth.
You are gay.
So I go right up to the bar and I said, 2 vodka clubs and 3 car bombs.
Tasty,
right?
Tasty.
Chug the vodka club. Car bomb, boom. Car bomb, boom. Car bomb, boom.
3 car bombs in a row.
I did all 4 drinks in a row.
No shit.
And then I used the 5th one, which is the vodka club, to just sip on as like your chaser. Within maybe 20 minutes, it hit me like you wouldn't believe. Then I'm like, hey, Jay, where is she? So, yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah,
Listen,
Joe,
not everybody can
mess.
go. So I was wasted. Rob was wasted. Ray was wasted. We went outside.
No, I was pretty sober.
All right, well,
you were hammered.
Well, how sober were you? Because you and I prayed to a dead rat on the ground at one point. So clearly we had some drinks in us.
Yeah, if you guys watch my Instagram story there, we went out for some food, and yeah, there was a dead rat that was about the size of a house cat. Easily, an adult-sized house cat.
New York.
Just laying in the middle of the sidewalk, dead as fuck. So we're all fucking pretty wasted at this point.
I would have picked that bitch up, man.
No, we were waiting for him to get up and run away.
I thought it was playing possum, man. I thought we were kneeling down and we were going to get up. I thought he was sleeping. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing because, come on, a sewer rat, they give no fucks in the city. They'll sleep right on the sidewalk. So we were praying to the fucking,
Gave him water.
I gave him water just in case he woke up. I thought he was drunk. I thought he was drunk for St. Patty's Day.
It was Splinter from the Ninja
Turtles.
Or Little Rat. Real quick, let's get to a super chat. Joey, hold that thought. Ethan Blake said, Rob, when are you going to do a pizza review with David Portnoy?
He left too.
I've never heard of her.
It's the owner of Barstool.
Oh,
videos that I watch and Vin watches all the time.
Gotcha. He left 2 of the same super chat. I don't know what happened there, but hopefully he didn't get charged twice, brother. We do have one more. Jason Hicks. Jason says he wouldn't take the shot out of a pretty young lady's boobs later either. And that is when you were intoxicated. Was someone else wanting you to do a shot out of her cleavage and you refused to?
No.
Yes.
That I refused?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Jason Hicks.
Jason Hicks, Beard So Strong, says you wouldn't take the shot out of a pretty young lady's boobs later either. And I do remember that.
I co-sign as well.
He remembers as well. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't. So in the beginning of the night, you said, no, I don't want to see your tits because I haven't had enough alcohol yet. Then you have enough alcohol and you still don't want to see tits. I have 3 words for you. You are gay.
I'm going to plead.
And it's okay. It's okay to be gay.
And there's a reason. A little while ago when I had mentioned when you go out with people and you keep things to your mouth, you know, but clearly this jerk off doesn't know how that works. So when I see you, I will slap the shit out of you.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yes. So here, let's rewind a little bit. Okay. Joey did not do that because let's not even go down that hole.
We're just going to ignore it.
We're going to ignore it.
As I said earlier, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the rule. So there's certain things that I can't discuss, but I'll be more than happy to explain to him everything when I see him.
Yes. I didn't think of it like that. You know, sometimes there was a little situation that we had after the fact at the bar. Not a problem or anything, but the point of it is this. When you are drunk and you're severely intoxicated, you're not thinking like a normal human being. You will do things that you may not realize that you're doing, or you may not put 2 and 2 together and think of like the big picture unless it's like a day or 2 later and you think back. Hindsight 2020 is always the best vision, right?
When you drink, you basically go back to, if you believe in evolution, you go back to like your animal instincts.
Right.
And that's why most drunk people fight. That's why most drunk people make terrible decisions. They get in a car. They do stupid shit. They grab weapons if they got them near them. Like, that's why people, when they fight, like, you just look for a bat, whatever you got, and you just whack somebody over the head with it. That's why people you see a girl somewhere and you go after her. Like, things you normally wouldn't do. But, I don't know, we're going off on a tangent here.
Yeah, no, I got you.
The moral of the story was, it was a really good night. There's only so much we can talk about. I mean, the night continued till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Everyone eventually went their separate ways, made it home safe, and it was an overall good night.
It was a good time.
St. Patrick's Day.
There was no drama. Usually you hear St. Patrick's Day, motherfuckers are fighting, there's brawls in the street, people want to talk shit. Joey even said, and this is a good point to bring up as well, which is why I did not go, because Jeanette, her friend, Perrette, and BJ, they left together. I was supposed to leave with them. And I kind of feel bad because the reason Jeanette left so late is because she knows I don't like to go places too early. So she waited a train or two later because she was figuring that I was going to get on the train with them. And then I never did because I was the only guy. And Joey Baggs made a good point. He said, listen, St. Patrick's Day in the city is a fucking shit show. If someone recognizes you and sees that you're not with any of the bros, you don't have Jimmy with you or me or Ray or anybody, they see that you're with 3 girls and they're drunk and they just want to be assholes, that is the day someone is going to come up to you and try to start shit and try to fight you and try to jump you or sucker punch you or whatever. So he goes, I would strongly advise against being the only dude. So I waited for Beard So Strong, who picked me up, about an hour later, and then we met up with Ray Worldwide and everything, and then we all went in together, so we were cool. But yeah, it was not bad at all. Nothing like I was expecting. I was expecting New Year's Eve crowds.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on what bar you go to.
New York City is so big, though, man. There's so many places.
Bazillion bars. So we were lucky. They had the bagpipes there. They had the leprechaun midget on the bar pouring drinks on people.
Midget?
Yeah. Was that the wrong word? Little people?
Little people.
Whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil, Ray Worldwide did not come through with strippers and midgets or little people for this episode. But Sean Darson says, Super Chat, 4 for 4 donuts. Okay, thank you so much, Sean, for all your donations tonight. Appreciate you, brother. Joe Avalos, our boy Joe, says, congrats on 1 year. Yo, Jimmy, I need your triceps workout plan. So he needs to get them triceps juicy. Jeanette O says, MBJ would handle business if someone started with you. Yeah, that's just what I need.
She would start it, but she'd end up getting stomped out and 3 drunk dudes would pummel you.
She would be Snooki, episode 3 of the Jersey Shore, season 1.
Lights out on the ground. Because again...
Yeah, that happens, man. That shit happens
all the time.
And it happened to me in Atlantic City recently, bro.
That's why I told him, I said, listen, if anything's going to happen on any night, that's the night. Because I stopped one fight with someone in our crew who started a fight with somebody. And then later that night at 1 a.m, I have video of someone else in our crew starting another fight. So, that's what happens. You drink alcohol, and you've mentioned it before, and there's even the saying, nothing happens good after midnight.
I don't know.
That's what goes down. So, but sometimes you want that release where you go out, and when you're with your crew, though, at least you do it and you're safe. So if stuff goes down, you got 4 guys behind you to do something about it. So that's the fun part of going out. But yeah, like Rob said, all of us assembled. There had to be 25 of us. And it was a good weekend.
Yeah, and I met a lot of people in the one bar that we were at. We were there for most of the night. A lot of bros came up to me, fans of the show, fans of the channel, saying what's up. By the big bouncer at the bar that we passed going to the other bar. That motherfucker was giant. He was 6 foot. He's 6'5", 300 pounds. And he was like, yo, if you come in here, we'll take care of you. I was like, all right, well, what's the name of the bar? He looks up, he's like, and then Compton or something. He goes, this is my first day here. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but you're going to take care of me? Okay, cool, no big deal. So, but yeah, and that's the problem too, is people recognize me, and then they're like, shots, let's do shots. So then I do even more shots, and it's just a shit show. But anyways, that was the weekend, awesome weekend, and here we go. So, this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Do you have a drum roll?
This is the contest. Do you have something for us, Pody? Ooh.
You should have been more prepared than that. I'm sorry. You're fucking fired.
He's not fired. All right. Here's what we got. We had a contest. There's 3 prizes. There is a $100 Visa gift card. That is prize number 1. Prize number 2 is the latest merch drop. What that means is you are going to get a Swole's the Goal Size the Prize, Tremboloni sandwich, and Glorious House of Gains t-shirt. Plus, I may or may not throw in some steel samples for you, no big deal. And the third prize is a bottle of Steel Supplements' new ADA Load, which is the insulin mimicker. And I'm not bullshitting with you guys. I think it might be one of my most favorite products on the line right now. I definitely noticed the pump. I know my diet has changed a lot over the past couple of days, but I definitely notice big changes in a short amount of time using that ADA Load. So pre-workout, I suggest it. for anybody out there. So if you don't win the contest and you want to try it out, it's only, I think, about $50 on the store, $54.99, and you use the RF615 discount code, save you a couple bucks. It is well worth the money, I promise you. So what I'm going to do is I asked MBJ, I said, okay, we had 240 people that followed the instructions on Twitter, retweeted and sent a screenshot showing that they are subscribed to the podcast. What I did is I just divided the 240 up, or whatever the number was, in thirds. So we have 80 people, 80 people, and 80 people. And I told MBJ, I said, MBJ, I want you to choose 3 letters of the alphabet. Any 3. What letters do you think she chose?
A, B, C.
I was going to say, yeah, really. She'd probably say A, B, C.
Before we get to this,
tell me she goes MBJ.
She does go MBJ, yes. Jason Hicks wants to know, what happened to the finger in the butt story? Can we get to that real quick before we close out this contest winners?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Jason Hicks gets nothing from Joe.
Jason Hicks, we owe you a refund there, buddy. Okay. So I said pick 3 letters. She picks MBJ. So what I did is I went to the first quarter of people, checked to make sure they retweeted, checked to make sure that they sent the screenshot, and the M winner is Matt is a username on Twitter. I will be DMing you as soon as this show is over, and you are going to be the first person, because since you were in the first quarter, you are going to get the first crack at what prize you want. You may not want the Visa gift card. You may say, fuck it, give me the ADA load, and then it is yours. So, the M is Matt is a username. Matt, I'm going to give you 48 hours to respond back to me on Twitter, my bro, and then I'm going to have to move on to the next M. I'm sorry. So, Matt is a username on Twitter. The B is bully_vapes on Twitter. Bully_vapes. You are the second winner. I will tell you what 2 prizes are left. And the third place winner, which is the J, is John Underheil on Twitter. John Underheil. So I will be contacting you guys. I'm going to contact Matt is a username first, and I'm going to let him pick his prize. If he does not respond in 48 hours to my DM on Twitter, I will move on to somebody else. So Bully and John, if I don't get back to you for a few days, that is because we're still waiting for confirmation from the first winner. But I will be getting back to you very, very soon. And again, $100 Visa gift card, merch drop, and Steel supplements. And you could always get Steel supplements by going to steelsup615.com. Using
those 3 usernames.
Yes.
Have any of those ring a bell to you ever?
None of them ring
a bell. You know how in this live chat we always recognize names?
Yeah. No, none of them ring a bell. No. But you know what? I did see what was really cool. A lot of people signed up for Twitter just to enter the contest. And I appreciate that because you guys know I do contests all the time. So just because you didn't win this one doesn't mean you didn't win this one because we still got to wait for Matt as the username to fucking respond to me. You know what I mean? So we'll be doing more of these. These are fun. I love interacting with the bros and the broettes and giving shit away. That is what we love to do here. So does anyone have any final words on episode 52? Fun fact, real quick. 7 episodes is the average length of the lifespan of a podcast. 7 episodes, and then people give up.
Oh, man, we're shattering that.
I'm going to make a prediction tonight.
Go ahead.
That during year 2 of this podcast, at some point, a lot of people are going to be biting their words that during the first year called me fat.
Okay.
And during the second year, you're going to be very disappointed. One person in particular, he currently is the winner of a lineup of 3 individuals. One day you will line up next to me and you will lose. So that's a shout out to someone special out there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm looking forward to the second year of this. Do you think we will survive another whole year? Because I feel like You look at some of these major podcasts. A lot of them can survive over a year. But
Yeah.
then I feel like they fall off after that because they're like, Jesus Christ, like, what are we going to talk about now for 2 years and 3 years? Joe Rogan's been on how long, would you say? Do you know?
Like 8.
Oh, really?
Years,
But he always has
Oh.
guests. So it's like, how do we change for year 2? Do we stay the same?
Has he ever had any like repeat guests?
Oh yeah, he has Brian Callen on he just had Brian Callen on tonight.
Oh,
he has
okay.
him all the time. Yeah,
So,
all the time.
Do you, I guess my question is, for the second year, do you intend on doing anything differently?
Well, I would like to get more guests. Like I said, we were supposed to have a guest tonight. He should be here next week. We all at the table know who he is. I don't want to put him on blast yet, just in case there's more scheduling conflicts, and then you guys are looking forward to it, and then he's not here. But we do have a big guest that should be here next week. The problem is our location. A lot of people are out in L.A. I mean, there are a lot of people in the New York tri-state area, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, that we could get to come on the show, but we do in-studio shit now. We don't do over-the-phone Skype interviews just because the quality is off, and if you're going to come on the podcast, fucking come on the podcast. So, yeah, but more guests, and definitely just keep it going.
I
Keep
feel
what we're doing.
like, to your point about after the year, I feel like a lot of the shows, some of the ones that I listened to that started falling off, a lot of the bigger podcasts, people have other like stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? They might go jump on a movie they gotta go film for or something like that. Then they'll fall for 3 or 4 months because they're on another project. You know what I'm saying? So I think that happens a lot.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If there ever is a time, let's just say some crazy shit happens and I get called out for a few weeks where I have to be somewhere, you guys could always fucking come and man the fucking show.
Don't nobody want to listen to us.
Yo,
I
you
was
guys...
telling somebody earlier, bro. But I was like, you know what? Rob could really do this shit by himself and get to have the same success.
We come here to listen to you.
Man, you guys know what you're doing, man. Let's see. Let's poll the live stream right now. Live stream right now. We're only on for another minute. If I'm not here, if I'm missing MIA for 4 weeks, and it's just Ray Worldwide,
He's about to make us look foolish.
Joey Bag of Donuts, Jimmy Triceps, Vinny Bag of Chips, sprinkle in Your Beard So Strong, The Pody, MBJ, would you guys still tune in each and every week to the
We'd have to
Glorious House
write
of
a
Games
program.
podcast?
We'd actually have to write our own program.
That's fine. I want to see what the responses are.
I think we'd actually have a good show between us.
I wouldn't show up because I know first of all I have no desire to be like the. Not that I'm saying it would be me, but someone's got to take over the realm. Yeah, who's gonna drive? And I sure as shit have no desire to do that. People are interested in you for the fitness and everything else plays along with it. No one's gonna give a shit. They might say they do, and then we turn the live on. There's 6 people in there. And it's like my mom, my dad.
I know. I wouldn't even do it.
Listen, everybody here is saying that they would still be in, they would still tune in each and every week. They're here for the bros.
They'd be donating super chats to get us to sign off.
It's these people commenting yes. Ray has 6 burner phones next to him right now. He's writing yes on all phones.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, here's another thing too, you sons of bitches out there. Yo, I think it was episode 1 or 2. Joey told me I'd never get to 10,000 followers. And God damn it, I'm still not even close, you bastards.
Listen, I know numbers, and I'm gonna say it again. We're now a year in. So just like tonight, before.
Do you remember where you were when we started? Because I remember Vinny bitching. He was like, "Yo, I'm stuck in like the 640s," and now I see he's at like 1,700. He's over 1,700, I think. Last time I looked, so he tripled.
But
what were you at, like 2,000? Because I remember when we did the Ross Smith thing. That's when you broke 3,000. So you're like triple as well.
He's double.
Or
not triple.
Or double.
Because he's at 6 something, right?
Gotcha. But go ahead, Joe. To your point.
Here's my thing. Numbers are, for me, very easy. Like tonight, I said, I gave you the number for what this would top out at. And we came pretty close, but we didn't top that number. And I'm still saying it, year 2, you got me on the record here, he's not going to break 10,000 followers. It's just, you have to do certain things to achieve that. Like we say with girls, 100,000 is easy now because there's easily 100,000 pervs who just want to look at butts, and I'm one of them. So that's just the way it goes. So unless Jimmy is able to do something different, unless he wants to start showing his rear end off or whatever, like I've always said, like if you do something like maybe if Jimmy starts like a transformation page where it's like I'm going to show you how to transform my body into this. You're not going to get 1 million followers. You're not going to get 100,000, but you'll be able to scrounge up and get 10,000. But if it's just like this type of content, nah, I don't see it. But hey, good luck. But I don't think it's happening. Sorry.
All right, Joe. I still love you, buddy.
That's all right.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up now. We're over 2 hours. This is officially the longest podcast ever, but it's the 1 year anniversary show, so it's all good. So thank you guys so much. We're looking forward to another year number 2. We're not slowing down. Next week, hopefully we got a big guest for you guys. So this is Robertfrank615 for Ray Worldwide, for Joey Bag of Donuts, for the Pody, and for Jimmy Triceps, and for Vinny Bag of Chips and Beard So Strong, who are not with us tonight. This is the Glorious House of Gains podcast, episode 52. We are signing out.
Yo.